I am president.
Check it out. I'm gonna tell you what people need, huh?
People need money. Lots and lots of money.
That's right. We gonna print so much damn money, I'm gonna give every single American $1 million. Check it out. And then we gonna have a big ass party with all us millionaires.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Do you know that Barack Obama is a victim? That's right, he's a victim, and it's very sad. The entire Obama family, we should feel really, really bad for them. They have so few rooms to choose from in their multi-room mansion on Martha's Vineyard. They have so few rooms to choose from to sob into their pillows. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Obama's house here in Martha's Vineyard, literally the least diverse community in the country. That is a 7-bedroom, 7,000 square foot, 9-bathroom mansion with its own private beach. And you should feel bad about the Obamas. You should feel bad because no one can ever get ahead in America. Such a racist place. Look at it. Even the walls and the ceilings are white inside of this home. Even the kitchen and all of the floors and all the countertops, everything is white. Just like in America. All of the power structures are white, except for the owners of the house, who are black here in this instance. And do you know that Barack Obama, if he's chased out of racist Martha's Vineyard, that according to TMZ, he'll be able to go to Hawaii and he'll be able to spend more time in his mansion that is under completion and has a brand new pool. Here's Barack Obama standing without his mask on, talking to all of the sad sack masked slaves and servants that must serve him and build him a new mansion. Look at these brand new mansions. Look, another mansion. More mansions. This one's right on the water. Oh, it's beautiful. So nice. Oh, wow. Magnum PI is a property. A fun fact, the house was on the property that the Obamas bought. The house featured in Magnum PI. They raised it to the ground. They bought the house, and then they tore it all down in order to build themselves a brand new mansion. So you should feel sorry for Michelle Obama, who had to tweet this yesterday from one of her mansions. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Obama, one of those mansions on one of those private islands, she had to tweet yesterday about her sad experience with the decision by the Supreme Court. I want to share some of my thoughts on today's Supreme Court decision on affirmative action. Michelle Obama said that back in college, I was one of the few black students on my campus. I was proud to be getting such respect at the school. I knew I'd worked hard for it, but still, I sometimes wondered if people thought I was there because of affirmative action. It was a shadow that students like me couldn't shake, whether those doubts came from outside or inside of our own minds. Okay. So the entire statement should have ended there, with her saying, yep, so affirmative action is bad, and I should have been welcomed into I should have been welcomed into school regardless of my skin color, as should every other student, because that's actually literally racist. Instead, Michelle Obama goes on to mule and to moan and to gripe about the fact that today my heart breaks for young people out there who are wondering what their future holds, what kind of chances will be open to them. Oh, you mean like white or Asian young people who won't be allowed a level playing field in getting into super elite schools like you did? Look at this. Michelle Obama, raised in a poor community, the south side of Chicago, Obama's a graduate of Princeton University, Harvard Law School. Her legal career, she worked at a law firm, Sidley Austin, which is prestigious. She also worked at the University of Chicago, also an Ivy League school. Oh my. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Miss Oppression here has something to tell you about her oppression. Well, you know what's actually interesting about this entire situation is that the people who were friends with her, let me scroll back up here to the top of the tweet. This is a rabbi, Yaakov Menken. He is a dude who runs some nonprofits, it looks like. Anyway, he tweeted yesterday and went kind of viral for this tweet saying that he was a classmate of Michelle Obama's. And that at Princeton, they both went to Princeton together at the exact same time. And saying, wait a second, there were actually less Jews at Princeton than there were blacks. interesting, we just had Alan Dershowitz on our show, and he was saying the same thing about Harvard and the discrimination towards Jews at Harvard. And so, like, where's the affirmative action for them? Where's the affirmative action for white people and Asians who have been disproportionately discriminated against for the last 50 years? Unconstitutionally. That's interesting. As a fence, let me read you a little bit here from the rabbi. As a fellow Princeton student at the time Michelle Robinson was there, I have to make a few comments. Her claim that she was one of the few black students is ridiculous. Affirmative action was in full force, and the Third World Center was a popular campus destination for blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and others. There were far more blacks than Jews, and there were not a few Jews on campus. Despite the foregoing, she wrote a senior thesis claiming she felt like she really didn't belong. It's like almost like this is a grift that Michelle Obama has been playing her entire life. When she claims her heart breaks for any young people, she helps explain why her husband's tenure was the most racially divisive presidency in the last 30 years. At the end of his second term, people recorded more friction between the races than at the beginning of his first, which is true. She might as well say openly that she means any young person if they're black. What about the students who now think that if they work hard and study hard, they will actually have a fair chance at admission, thanks to this decision? A good friend of mine told me openly at Princeton that he was happy with affirmative action because I didn't have the grades to get into Princeton, he said. He was black, and I couldn't help thinking, it's great that you're here, but which student that actually did have the grades didn't get to come to Princeton because they gave you a spot? Multiple times over the past few years, we've read stories about a student getting into each and every single Ivy League school. Without even opening the article, we knew the skin color of the student in question. Don't tell me that it's racist to notice. Blame the admission system. This is literally what the Supreme Court did yesterday. They are taking out systemic racism. Systemic racism is period wrong flat on its face, regardless of the race that it purports to help. If you are helping one class of people, you are always downtroddening another class of people. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Justice is to see everything colorblindly. You knew it too, and sadly, there were recent stories of Asian students with outstanding records of academic and extracurricular activities, first-generation Americans from impoverished migrant backgrounds who got into none of the top schools. So, he says, and he goes on to say, at least we will move closer to the dream of Martin Luther King Jr. in the situation in which every child feels that the way to get into school like Princeton is with real dedication and hard work. Yeah. Yes. Which is the way this should happen. Coleman, of course, has been going through and tweeting. He's a lawyer himself. He's been tweeting Justice Thomas, destroying affirmative action, and wrecking Elizabeth Warren. The historic individual, once heralded as Harvard Law's first woman of color to receive a tenured faculty appointment, weighs in against the decision. Yeah, that's right. Elizabeth Warren, here's your registration card claiming that you were an American Indian, even though you were not. You are a race grifter. Elizabeth Warren apologizes for calling herself a Native American. Boom. So, race grifters everywhere getting destroyed. It's a beautiful thing to see. We are proud that we live in a less racist nation today than we had yesterday. Systemic racism is evil. Weird that I'm the person on the side of that argument now, and Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, and Joe Biden were the first ones to scream at the top of their lungs in favor of systemic racism. Strange that. It's almost like if you want to defeat communism, you want to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Please do. It's your boy Benny. See ya.